Good morning, guys. How you all doing? Welcome to another day in my life. We're doing a quick makeup.
Guys, if you haven't watched my last vlog, which was uploaded on Wednesday instead of Sunday, then do watch that because this is a follow-up of that vlog. And I'm putting good amount of makeup today because I wanted to stay till the evening because we have a date night today and I want to look pretty.
It is 7:30. We have to leave home by 8. So we have like half an hour to get ready. I am packing my tiffin. So I've got my papaya packed here as a midday snack. And then I tried to bake some healthy cupcake last night, which was a complete failure, and they turn out to be like a cookie instead of cupcake. They don't taste that bad. It's just that they need a little bit of sugar. Let's go.
And I'm in office today because if you remember from my last vlog, I mentioned that we were preparing for kickoff meeting and that meeting is today. And whenever there's a big meeting like this, I prefer to be in the office. That way there is no risk of bad network or camera glitches and nothing to mess things up. As you know, I just like to be fully prepped. So this morning, unlike the other morning, I didn't even start with my usual to-do list. My mind was on one thing only, making sure the kickoff deck was ready. And tell me if this happens to you too when there's an important meeting later in the day. Do you keep thinking about it and end up getting almost nothing else done? Because that's me every single time. If there's a meeting in the evening, the whole day before that, I am distracted. I keep telling myself I will do everything else after that meeting. I just need this time now to prep for that meeting. So I was just prepping, double checking everything to make sure the presentation was perfect.
How are you? Good. I have a question. I don't know if you remember these numbers.
But of course, in consulting, there's always more going on. So, on top of my project work and community side of this thing, I'm also working on proposal for new clients. Because as you move up the ladder, selling new work becomes a big part of the job. So, I've been teaming up with one of the managers to put together a few proposals along with working on the project. I honestly think working on proposals is one of the best ways to stay in the loop about the industry, about the company, about what different teams are working on. You get to see exactly what we are pitching to clients, what new technologies are out there, and where the market is heading, and what your client is actually looking for.
Okay. And on slide 16, why we still don't have.
Then I spend next few hours working on the deck with my team, going slide by slide and making sure that we're showing the right messages and we have right audience, because this is the first time that you would be presenting something to the client on this particular project. So it is important to make sure that everything is perfect and there are no mistakes, there are no formatting errors, but also everything is very clear to the client because first impression are always so important. If you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm actually practicing my script for the kickoff meeting. So over the time, I have learned, sometimes the hard way, that it is always better to rehearse before any presentation, knowing exactly what you're going to say, how you're going to say it, when to pause, and even anticipating potential questions. It makes a huge difference in how smoothly things go. Presenting honestly is one of the most important skills in consulting clients put a lot of trust and faith in you, and if you sound unsure or nervous while explaining the idea or approach, it is hard for them to believe that you can deliver, because for them you're supposed to be the expert. Another thing I've realized is the power of smile. I used to present in this super serious, almost robotic way, but after observing some of my colleagues here, I noticed something, that the more you smile, the more at ease you feel, and the more at ease the client feels, and it lightens the mood, makes the interaction warmer. So I made a bit of blunder. I thought, let me restart my laptop, to make sure everything is perfect before the meeting. So I restarted 30 minutes ago, thinking that this is enough time if something goes wrong. Worst decision of my life. Quick update, I was able to join the meeting just 1 minute late, and I was thinking that if this incident would have happened with me when I started this job, it would have completely rattled me. But after spending enough time in consulting, I know this happens to the best of us. But the key point is, no matter how much you prepare, things outside your control can still go wrong, and the trick is not to let it shake your confidence, to stay calm, to adapt and still deliver your best.
Let's go for lunch.
I'm having a late lunch because of the kickoff, but the kickoff went quite well, so I'm celebrating with some sushi for myself.
So where did you get the number from?
So now that the kickoff meeting is done, the main task for today is completed, and I can now focus on other things. So for me, there are two things that I want to complete today. One, the proposal, so for which I'm having the call right now, working with my team to make sure it is completed. And the second thing is, for the kickoff meeting, we also have to make sure that all the notes are captured during the meeting, all the decision, actions, everything is captured, because 10 days from now or even 2 days from now, no one will remember what was decided or what actions were discussed. So we want to make sure that we capture everything, send it over the email to all the attendees along with the deck that we shared in the meeting, so that if they want to go back to it, refer to the deck later, they can do that.
Two 2,000 years later.
As evening was still bright and lively, we decided to walk around and explore London because it is such a walkable city. And what always amazes me is how beautiful London is. Even near the busy business districts with their glass skyscrapers, you suddenly find yourself surrounded by centuries old architecture and stunning historical buildings. I'm so grateful that I get to live in this city.